I have made a decision, and my decision is I'm going to run for President of the United States. While the formal announcement
There it is, former Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson announcing he is officially running for president for the Republican nomination.
Now, he did it in a taped interview on ABC's This Week, and that was earlier this week. Lance Turner, here we go.
That's right. Yeah, you know, Hutchinson has spent the last few months in battleground states sort of preparing for this. This is not necessarily a surprise. He's been hinting at a possible presidential run for a while now. During that interview we just saw, he said he'll be making a formal announcement later this month in Bentonville, his hometown. He also shared what it was that convinced him to run.
And the reason, as I've traveled the country for 6 months, I hear people talk about the leadership of our country, and I'm convinced that people want leaders that appeal to the best of America and not simply appeal to our worst instincts. And that inspires me when I see everyday Americans just saying, give us good leadership, give us common sense, consistent conservatism, and optimism about our great country. And that inspires me, and I believe I can be that kind of leader for the people of America.
He's joining a Republican field with former President Donald Trump, of course, and South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley. Hutchinson was also asked to comment on his candidacy as it relates to the Trump campaign.
I'm providing an alternative to the former President Donald Trump. Now, when I say non-Trump, I want to be able to speak to the Trump voters. I want to be able to speak to all of the party and say, this is the leadership that I want to provide. And I think that we need to have border security. I think we need to have a strong America. I think we need to spend less at the federal level. These are the values that I represent.
And that is key, not anti-Trump, I think, but non-Trump. He chose those words very, very carefully,
Yes.
because he does share, you know, a lot of these values and you know, that base wants. Border security being one of them, being key. And his experience as Undersecretary for Border Security in the Bush administration, the second Bush administration, and so he shares a lot of the things that Trump voters want, but he also has this vision of, you know, a return to Reagan America, or Reagan conservatism, optimism in conservatism, civility in politics. That's right. So all those things are important to him, and he thinks that could set him apart from other candidates in the race.
We will
see how it
certainly
goes.
find out. I know.
That's right.
Well, gosh, 2024 November, a year and a half from now, the
It's
clock
coming
is
up.
ticking.
Yeah, time to get moving.
Yes, and there aren't that many candidates at this point. We haven't even seen Florida Governor Ron DeSantis.
That's right.
enter.
There's some other names that could get in, and so now's probably as good a time as any to go ahead and declare your candidacy and get going in those key battleground states.
Something we've known for a long time, but now official.
That's right.
All right.